This is the clear mandate that the board was looking for.
Fonterra's leaders were visibly relieved their capital restructuring pet project, trading among farmers, had got across the line. In the end, 2 out of 3 votes cast, or 66.45%, were in favour of TAF. But even as Fonterra and its shareholders gathered to hear their final arguments, no one was too sure which way the vote would go. Because farmers were being encouraged to have their say at the meetings, our television cameras weren't allowed to film farmers speaking during the meeting. But in essence, for the 300 odd farmers who were here in Hamilton, they heard what were the closing arguments on trading among farmers. They heard from Fonterra Chairman Sir Henry van der Heijden and CEO Theo Spearings, who was in Holland. You know, they really reinforced that 100% ownership and 100% farmer control, those key messages that Fonterra has really been trying to get through, that they've been promising farmers that it was they who will remain in control of Fonterra. But there was also, at around the regional meetings, absolutely, I almost felt that 50% almost of the people who spoke against TAF, and they made their opposition to it clear as well. I guess in a nutshell, their argument was, hey, we don't need outsiders clipping the ticket. But after the meeting, farmers did give us their final thoughts on TAF.
I was disappointed at a lot of the antis. They didn't really get to grips with it and understand it. I think there's enough protection there that should alleviate anybody's worries.
If you're going to bring outside investors outside the circle, trouble, slippery slope.
I'd say it'd be a high percentage. I would say 80%. Yeah. That's how convinced I am of it.
Mr Barton wasn't far off. In the end, 66% of votes were in favour of TAF.
On a milk solids basis, 2 out of every 3 votes are supportive of TAF, which we think is a mandate for us to proceed.
Sir Henry says the rigorous debate among shareholders had made TAF a better vehicle.
So I think the whole capital structure process, the whole TAF process is much better and much stronger because of that participation.
But a second resolution designed to introduce additional safeguards for TAF fell short of the 75% support it required. Fonterra believes there are 2 very different reasons why farmers may not have supported it. They may have been against TAF or against the additional safeguards.
There is a good number of our farmers that want to give the board more flexibility than what's being recommended in Resolution 2.
But Sir Henry told Country 99 TV that the board will work towards implementing the greater safeguards in the run-up to its scheduled November launch.
What Resolution 2 does is actually strengthen up the protections for the cooperative. So we're making a commitment, the board's making a commitment that we will actually act and behave within those thresholds and take that resolution back to our farmers for voting at the annual meeting. And look, it's always not easy to say, but I think our farmers will get in behind us here.
Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.